And now I'm going to walk you through some steps on how to replace the brain of a low functioning person so that they can be like normal like everybody else. In the first picture here on the left, you can see that the family is visiting a helper so that they can kind of get some and get the situation discussed and fixed out. The second picture on the right, it shows the diagnosis happening. In the third picture here, you can see that the diagnosis has happened and that the brain is all frayed up. It doesn't work like it's supposed to, and that's why they don't mature past the age of 2. With this at stake, it puts you out of place, and so something needs to be done to fix it. In step 4 here, the insulation medication is prescribed for them so that they can get ready to get things made or get things fixed up in the person and ready to go. In the 5th step here on the left, the caretaker is giving the person the medicine so that they can get ready for the change. Medicine is needed so that when they can make the adjustment as needed. Yeah, and never have to work too hard. In the 6th step on the right, it shows that that the operation is ready to happen at 90%, and that's what they want to see to make sure it has at least a 90% chance of working. Step 7, you can see that says surgery, no breakfast today, because anything that gets opened on you to be worked on does require you not to have breakfast, because if your stomach is full, it could very easily gag and cause you to get sick, or cause even serious problems that could traumatize you even more. Step 8 here on the right, you have to change to hospital clothes when you go into the hospital and get ready for your surgery. Here in step 9, you always lie down on the big bed and they roll you down to the surgery from there. Step 10, you can see they put the patient under anesthesia, just like they always do for all operations. Here in step 11, it's not really part of the steps at all. It just shows you just how artificial organs are made. One with water, yeast, iron, and formulae all mixed together. Of course, iron is not needed in the other organs, just in the brain, so that the wiring can form in there and it'll be able to actually hold the memory. And then in a circular mold, is where the chemicals poured in, and then after 2 days, a full organ is grown. This one's the brain and how it works. And after they're sure that it's got all that's working, it's programmed to work like normal by the computer here in step 12 on the right in the upper half. In the lower half, the one carrying the brain is in the red box. The cooler keeps it from getting all messed up during the transplant up to the surgery room. Step 13, the patient is wired all over so that, the machine can run the other organs while the brain is being replaced. It keeps everything working. Yeah. Step 14, the brace is put around the top of the patient's head for a safe surgery. It's done that on all of brain surgeries. Step 15, in the operation, they take the old brain away that's all frayed up, and then it's thrown out. Red just indicates that it's frayed and no good anymore. And then the red garbage can just indicates that it's for stuff that's biohazardous. Most of them usually aren't red or brick red or Indian red. That just shows you what it is. Yeah. In step 16, the new brain is on the right. The new brain is put in there, and it's stitched up with the aortals so that they can have things ready for you when you go in. And then eventually When that's all put together, in step 17, they they sew the skull and the skin of the head back together. And in step 18 on the right, they put a bandage around there to keep the area preserved until they've healed. Healing is a very important thing because too much pain is bad for you and it'd be hard to live. In step 19, on the left, the surgery is flesh is given to you to help you wake up from your surgery later on. That usually takes like 30 minutes or so. Here in step 20, there's always a chance you may have to undergo mental therapy. This is a sample of somebody doing just that. Yeah. Because being with a new brain takes a lot of getting used to. Takes a lot of work. And so we have to kind of make sure that people have a time to get used to those things. And after a while, you should be able to function like normal and live in the mainstream. Thank you for listening. And I want you to understand there's no excuse whatsoever for leaving somebody with low functioning the way they are. Leaving them so they can't find a place in the world to live is not acceptable. You have to do this surgery. It doesn't matter if you feel too poor and just don't want to pay for it. You have to maybe find somebody rich enough to do it for you. But leaving somebody like this is just going to cost the government too much money. There's no way the government can pay for anything like this. It's a lot cheaper to just fix the situation and get it all behind you